and this is Killer Kyle to WHEELZ of Fury.
Speaking of Nikki Cross, though, she's going to be challenging Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yes.
And, I mean, maybe this can finally be Nikki Cross's time?
Fuck! Of shit. You can't tell me that Nikki Cross can't have a championship? You know, we talk about Asuka waiting to have a championship in the main roster. And yeah, she's already been Raw champion, and yeah, she's already been SmackDown champion. But Nikki Cross, come on.
Yeah.
She's had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And you can't believe in this person?
Yeah.
This really, and the fact of the matter is there's so much you could do with Nikki. There's so much you can do with her. We talk about the women's tag team division and how much it sucks. With the SmackDown Women's Championship, you can have Nikki face Bayley again. You could have Nikki face Lacey Evans. You could have Nikki face Naomi, yes.
Tamina.
Even Tamina. But come on, when is she gonna get a title? When is she gonna get her due?
Yeah.
Now, at the same token, you have somebody like Bayley and Sasha who just broke up. It's fresh in everyone's mind now. And you have Sasha do the interview last Friday and whatever. The fact of the matter is, they're going to have a match at some point.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to have a match for the title, obviously. But you think about this. 2015, you had one of the best women's matches in history on NXT. Bayley and Sasha, Iron Woman match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can try to duplicate that or whatever. Will it work? Who knows? But god damn it, give Nikki Cross the title.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I could say Bayley, but you know what? Fuck it. I think that Sasha Banks is injured right now. She needs time off. I'm gonna say Nikki Cross.
Interesting. There was something I saw on Facebook a while ago, and I think they could do it with the right build-up. It was a picture. Said Hell in a Cell, bright, lit, orangey, red letters. And it was a back shot, but it was of Sasha Banks, kind of on the floor. And on top of the cell was Bayley holding up the SmackDown Women's Championship.
That could work. That actually, yes, that could work.
Like I said, with the right build up to
Yeah.
it, it could I think it'd be a great match. And they could tear the house down for sure.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. But if you have a feud with Bayley and Sasha, you have to have it go over right. There has to be a point when Sasha Banks will take Bayley down.
Yeah.
Because if you keep having matches with Bayley and Sasha, and Bayley keeps going over and over and over and over and over and over, it's not gonna work.
We all know Sasha isn't the Energizer Bonnie of the women's division, but god damn, give the woman a break for fuck's sakes.
Yes, and make sure she has a steady title run. Yes, I've said it before. I don't like the way Sasha wrestles. I think she definitely needs to learn how to bump better. But at the same time, you never know. It's not ballet.
Yeah.
I think she just needs the title longer. To make her a legit boss, no pun intended. Actually, pun intended. She needs to have a longer title reign.
And actually have a successful defense of the title?
Pretty much.
Not just get the title, but you actually have a legitimate run with it and defend it?
So, honestly, I think I said Nikki, didn't I?
Yes.
So, Nikki, yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna take Bayley.
So now we go on to an ambulance match for the WWE title. Yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton.
Things that Randy and Drew have done to each other during this rivalry, holy Christ almighty.
I've never been a fan of Randy Orton, but you gotta look at the man's experience for a very long time, you know, and coming back. Yes, he is still the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, but for some reason I feel like he is somehow rejuvenated.
Yeah.
He actually looks like he has personality.
Yeah.
And the promo that he cut on Monday, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly right.
So, the fact is that you look at a guy like Randy Orton, and, you know, again, I'm not trying to say age is anything, but the dude's 40 years old. He wins. He's going to be how many times a champion now?
14.
14. So, you could do that. Actually, you know what? I'll get to that in a minute. Spoiler. So, I mean, Drew McIntyre has been a great champion. The first British champion of WWE. The first Scottish-born WWE champion. So, I mean, I think it's awesome. To see these two go at it, to see Randy Orton punt Drew McIntyre, to see the Claymore on Randy Orton, it's gonna be interesting to see what they can do on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. What I was talking about at the top of our video here is when Drew Claymored Randy 3 times, Randy's put in an ambulance, he was taken away, and they were saying, alright, it's in question as to whether or not Randy will be able to compete Sunday against McIntyre for the WWE Championship. So they had Drew and Keith Lee battling it out, and if Keith Lee won, he would replace Randy if Randy wasn't able to make it on Sunday. But then Randy showed up on Monday, beat up Drew McIntyre, gave her an RKO, gave that scintillating promo, and it's like, well, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton are gonna compete for the WWE Championship, which is fine. I mean, you got a good rivalry going, you know, don't so short so soon. But in the case of Keith Lee, it's like he basically became an afterthought.
Yeah.
More than likely would have been too soon to put the WWE title on Keith Lee, having just come up from NXT and only been on Raw for like 3 weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks.
Right.
But I mean, Drew and Keith Lee, my God, they beat that crap out of each other.
Yes.
I could easily see when they decide to end this rivalry with Drew and Randy, continue a rivalry with Drew and Keith. I don't know what would become of it and where it would go. Maybe at some point down the road, a WWE title shot, but I mean, hell, matches they had against each other were good.
I mean, they're two friends. I can't say best friends. But the way they beat the piss out of each other, it just goes to show you that if it's for a championship, there are no friends.
Yeah, I know.
It's like very cool to see that. And the whole thing is with the ambulance match, and you knew that it was going to be that kind of match because of the, I guess, promo of the toy that Drew was selling. Because I don't even think anybody knew before that.
No.
So, there's that. So, that being said, my prediction, which isn't a spoiler, you have Randy Orton win the match. He is going to hold up the title. And then, on this day, I see clearly, a spear.
Yeah.
Now you have a feud for the Survivor Series. Hell, you can go all the way to the Royal Rumble. Because I know that Adam Edge Copeland wants to finish his wrestling career as a champion once again. And why not? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
And why not have somebody better to finish his career, have a last match with, or whatever, it don't matter, than Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Edge got injured at Backlash, and he should be cleared soon. I think it would be something awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt this match is going to be an absolute warfare. Absolute physical, brutal, violent match. Having Randy be WWE Champion again, I don't think would be a bad thing. I don't really see it hurting Drew McIntyre's run, credentials any. If they keep the title on McIntyre, cool, that's fine. Where would you go with Drew if he retains on Sunday? Who knows? Like I said, you could easily pick up a rivalry with Drew and Keith and take that somewhere. If Randy wins, and maybe have Edge return on Sunday, or sometime soon, he probably will return, and, pick up his rivalry with Randy Orton, and then, WWE Championship, and what have you. For me, it's not going to be easy to make a definitive answer as to who's going to win, because whoever wins, there's potential either way in rivalry. So, I mean, whatever WWE wants to go with is okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going to say Randy Orton. I don't want to say Randy Orton, but just think, if he doesn't win on Sunday, have him win at Survivor Series. You can even have Randy Orton versus Edge for the WWE title on the same stage that Edge returned at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Think about that. With the shit year that we've had, That would be something.
Yeah. And lastly, we have a battle of the cousins in the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, and exploring a singles run because his brother is injured.
Yeah.
Jay Uso.
Holy shit, did I think I was going gray. So,
Yeah.
you know, when you look at tag teams that eventually go off and do their own thing, and, you know, Jay Uso definitely is a believable singles wrestler.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting to me. We can see you've had brother versus brother. And that's pretty cool. But when you have cousin versus cousin,
Yeah.
you look at the rich history of the Anunnaki tribe
Mm-hmm.
and all of that, and you think this could be a cool thing. Because, again, you haven't seen too much of Jay Uso wrestle as a singles competitor.
Mm-hmm.
So to have him in this match, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see what he can do in the ring
Yeah.
against Roman. I think Roman is a hell of a competitor. I think him coming back and rejuvenating his character. And then another spoiler. Apparently I heard on the interwebs that he's going to have a new theme music. Fucking A.
Okay.
So, I think that this is going to be an interesting match, but in my opinion, I think that, and it's not a knock at Jay Uso,
Mm.
it's the fact that he is not that experienced as a singles wrestler.
Yeah.
My money is going to be on Roman Reigns because he has just started his run as a Universal Champion.
Mm-hmm.
He still needs the title that he never lost.
Mm-hmm.
He finally has it. I want to see him run with it a little bit more.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I went off on a pretty good rant when Matt and I were hanging out watching Payback and the match with Braun and The Fiend and Roman, and Roman winning the Universal title. And, you know, it's like I said, I'm not against Roman being Universal Champion. It's a good thing. You know, he never lost it. He gave it up because of illness. And it's great that he has it back now and he's champion again. He's more or less become a heel. He's aligned with Paul Heyman. So it's going to be really interesting to see how far that goes and where that goes. I just thought it was extremely stupid the way they went about it, and I still do. Nevertheless, this match should be good. Cousin against cousin. And, you know, haven't seen the Usos in a little while because, like I said, Jimmy's injured. He got a knee injury, I think. And he's out. He's been out for I don't know how long. And it seemed as if they didn't really have anything for Jay. And so when Roman came back, he's like, alright, come back, cuz, and you and I will do something against each other.
Yeah.
And have a match and whatever. Which is fine. To Matt's point, he is right. I easily see Roman retaining the title on Sunday. It should be a great match, but because of Jay's inexperience as a singles competitor, whether it be a tag team or singles, you know, can get the job done, but because he hasn't had very many singles matches, actually I don't think he's had any. This will be his first, of course, against his own cousin, and it's a big title, you know, big fight feel, so to speak. It's not that Jay isn't big title wrestler, or he's not a champion, like, main title caliber competitor. It's just, wouldn't make much sense.
No, not right now at least. And it's one of those things where I don't look at him and say, oh, there's the next Universal Champion.
Yeah.
Not right now. Not right now. And I think the longer you have somebody as a tag team wrestler, when you make them a singles wrestler, it's going to be okay. But, okay, why are they starting with a top title?
Yeah.
You can't do that. You have to have them in a mid-card because it makes them a lot more better experience for when they need to go to the top level.
Yeah.
See Bret Hart, see Shawn Michaels, see
Triple H,
Triple H,
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Undertaker. Although Undertaker never held a mid-card title in WWE anyhow.
Well, yeah, but still.
Yeah. You
Main
can't
title
just
picture.
put somebody in the main title picture right away after they've been a tag team for so long.
Yeah.
And when I talk about Cesaro, U.S. Championship was first.
Yeah.
Then he went on to be a tag team wrestler.
Yeah.
So, can Jay do it? Sure. But I think that Roman needs more time. So for my money, I'm going to say Roman's going to return.
Me too.
So,
Yeah.
believe that.
Hell yeah.
So, this is Clash of Champions.
Exactly.
Yes. And it's going to be a good show on Sunday. I think we're going to do what we did for Payback and do a play-by-play, which it saves me from doing a fucking
Review afterwards.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, the next day. Yeah.
So, anyhow, this has been Clash of Champions. Next week, we're going to be doing This Week in Wrestling.
Yes.
Which shouldn't really be hard because it's kind
Everything's
of
so consecutive.
pretty much.
Raw, Impact, Dynamite, NXT.
Yeah.
Thursday, there's not really much. Although they're going to be starting up NXT UK. It's either just starting up again
Yeah.
or going to be starting up again soon. And then, of course, SmackDown's on Friday. But, you know, worry about that when the time comes.
Yeah. Anyhow, so for me, Matt, this is Killer Kyle. And rest in peace, Hawk and Animal.
Yes. Together again.
At last.
Raising hell, up in heaven.
Doomsday's device all day long. We'll see you next week. Deuces.